Hi, today we're painting Mystique from Marvel United X-Men. Mystique's first appearance in Marvel was in Ms. Marvel number 16 in 1978. We're going to start off with a primer. And now for her base coats. We're using Tidal Blue for her skin. A special thanks to Max Oakland for providing music for our video. If you'd like to check out more of his music, we have a Spotify link in our description box below. After getting a few thin coats and letting it dry, I noticed that all of the shadow areas needed to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go ahead and paint in all the shadowed areas with this darker blue. And also in the creases of her eyes and her lips. That way we don't have to use a wash. Now for her hair, we're going to use 1 part flat red and 1 part scarlet from Vallejo. And then for her outfit, we're going to use Company Gray. This Company Gray from Army Painter Fanatic line is a really nice shadow color for white outfits. And now for her eyes, we're going to mix a dark blue and a black color together. I'm using Vallejo black and Citadel base color Night Lord's blue. And we're going to use this color for her eyes and her eyebrows. Now for all of her skull details, I'm mixing 1 part flat brown and 1 part yellow ochre for the base coat. And then we're going to give all of the skulls a wash of soft tone and a mixing medium. I'm using Lamia mixing medium. And I just do a 1-for-1 mix. Now we're going to do Phalanx and mix that in with the Tidal Blue. And we're going to start highlighting her face. keep adding that lighter blue as we go. We're going to glaze over the areas we just painted to smooth them out. And a glaze is adding water to paint so that it's more water than paint. Make sure that the glaze is completely dry before moving on to the next step. And as we highlight, the areas are getting smaller and smaller. So we're only going to paint the tip of her nose, tip of her cheeks, the top of her lip, top of her eyebrows, and her chin. Now we're going to add more of the phalanx to the mix, creating smaller sections of highlight. Now for our eyes, I mixed ice yellow with demonic yellow. I painted just in the middle, so leaving the lashes. And now for her hair. I'm going to use just scarlet first. I'm just following all the swoops of her hair, and then to give her hair more texture on the top, I'm only highlighting little sections. Now we're going to add clear orange to the scarlet, and those are going to be smaller sections of highlight. And now just clear orange for the final highlight. And here's her hair all done. I also used this scarlet and orange mix for her lips. Now for her outfit, I'm using Vallejo Model Color White. And we're just going to leave all the shadowed areas the company gray. This will take a couple coats. White always takes a lot of coats to get a smooth finish. And now for all of her gold skeletons, I'm using this gradient. So first is the 1-for-1 mix on the palette, and now I'm going to add a little bit more of the flat brown and add more shadowed areas. The wash did a nice job of defining the little eye socket and like mouth areas of the skulls, but I found that I need a little bit more darker areas in the shadows. So we're going to go back to the base color. Now we're going to add in the yellow ochre. Add the first highlight. And then it's going to be just yellow ochre for the next highlight. And then I'm using yellow ochre and flat yellow mix. And I also like to keep the card art handy just to reference to see where these highlights might go. And I also like to reference Big Child Creative's painted miniatures also. Now we're just using flat yellow by Vallejo. Now we're going to add Arid Earth to the mix. I also found that ice yellow works nice too for gold. Now I'm using the ochre and flat yellow to glaze the highlights to make them blend more. And here she is all painted. Let us know in the comments below which mini you'd like to see a video for. We should be getting Multiverse in the mail soon, so we're very excited to start painting up those minis. Up-close photos can also be found on our Instagram at Gnomes and Brushes. And thank you for watching. See you next time.